Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning to some of our attendees on the West Coast. I hope everyone is staying safe and well today, and I'm so glad we can use this time together to talk about the future. I'm Bonnie Gringer from SCL Group and Share the Lovely. We're so glad you could join us today for Bridal Retailers 2020 and beyond to provide you with more information on the partnership economy business model and how it can help you and maybe how we can help. I'll get started. So we can take questions at the end of the presentation if you have any. As we all know, the industry is changing in so many ways, both long-standing and unexpected changes currently. Today is a challenging business environment, to say the least. But one thing that will never change is how brides stress out before the big day, and that can last for an entire year or longer before the wedding. So you'll probably all be able to relate to this. Every bride wants a fairy tale wedding, castles, doves, hot air balloons, princesses, and unicorns. Magical unicorns for the send-off carriage, of course, all in celebration of love and happily ever after. What's to become the equivalent of a small film production? There's so many details. In fact, couples spend about 700 hours researching and planning online for a year or longer. But then they go offline to make about 80% of their purchases. So there's a disconnect. It's understandable, though, with all the tastings, fittings, and samplings with their wedding party in tow. So couples meet dozens of service providers, but it's not nearly enough to make informed decisions. Surely they want to compare all the unicorns in the area to find the most magical fit, and they spend a bundle for that magic, $35,000 worth on average. You know, the dress alone costs $2,000, as we all know, which, by the way, is the average paycheck in America. With most Americans' two paychecks from bankruptcy, there's another disconnect, all for a few hours of use. All that magic never to be seen or used again. Love makes us crazy. But some of these traditions are evolving and changing now and providing us with great evolutionary opportunities. So through the partnership business model, every bride can have the wedding of her dreams through a smart shopping and planning experience. This model brings together the online and local wedding market and drives positive impact for the entire industry as a whole through a highly sustainable and experiential platform, what brides desire. It provides the industry with a range of sustainable products and services. These bridge the gaps and losses that you're experiencing today. A partnership economy is focused on giving back, offsetting costs, time, and providing industry collaboration. As we all know, the industry is going through critical evolutionary challenges. The online and offline competition is growing and very stressful, and it's changing the industry. The global health uncertainties today and those potential long-standing effects, the concerns of the ongoing recession, and what's going to happen with that due to these uncertainties. The existing digital e-commerce challenges that you've been experiencing for a long time, and the digital marketing challenges as well. So with this, sadly, I don't know if you know this, but 10% of bridal boutiques closed in the past few years. And that is expected to continue at an increasing rate. With COVID, we don't know what to expect with that rate. There are critical evolutionary struggles to keep up with e-commerce strong competitors like Amazon, David's Bridal, and imports from China. But without the infrastructure for you and the resources that you need to manage an effective digital presence, it feels impossible to come out ahead. Still, young brides want it all and a seamless experiences, both online and off. And there's another related challenge that absolutely needs to be mentioned. Not only does it have a critical negative impact on our Earth, it also has great importance to this newer generation. They're very focused on this. That fashion is the second largest producer of pollution to the air, soil, landfills, water supply, oceans, and its effect on child labor and dangerous working conditions worldwide is extreme. Wedding dresses, I don't know if you know this, the fibers are like petroleum and they take up to thousands of years to biodegrade. If we recycle these toxic textiles, it would be like removing 7.3 million cars from the road each year. But some industries are coming out in front. Circular and sustainable fashion is growing 21 times faster than fast fashion. It's a $24 billion industry, but that's expected to reach $51 billion in just 2 years. 70% of consumers buy consignment and resale today. 85% of millennials seek out sustainable products, actually look for it. And Gen Z, above all else, is adopting it 3 times faster than any other age group. And by the way, they started getting married last year. So e-commerce is another industry that's coming out in front. 95% of all shopping will be facilitated online by the year 2040. Currently, still, 64% of shopping is done in store after online research. 36% of all shopping is done online, and that is quickly rising. So e-commerce is expected to grow to $4.8 trillion by 2001, not too far from today, and that projection was before COVID. So the partnership business model solution will change the way couples shop for their wedding through a circular business model that supports the entire bridal life cycle. It offers retailers a variety of sustainable goods and services at no additional cost by sharing underused assets. This model also reduces waste and strengthens local bridal communities for a positive impact, positive press, and goodwill. Plus, by the way, some potential tax and federal benefits for sustainable business practices. So our goal through the partnership model is to help you to never close your doors again for an always open policy, to increase sales and of new product mixes without buying new inventory, and catering to a new generation without investing in unknown territory, to help you drive nationwide sales without additional resources, and for you to gain goodwill and press without campaigning, and to gain a range of sustainable products without investing, providing an omni-channel shopping to the new brides that demand it, and to gain that competitive edge you need and to create a recession-proofed business. So let's talk about what the partnership model delivers to you. Your inventory sells across multiple online and offline channels. You gain additional sale of sustainable inventory without investing in stock. And then you get new brides through your door with fitting appointments, and you take part in experiential local events, gaining exposure and traffic. And you enjoy the explosive growth of evolutionary segments and markets without investing, cost, or risk. Partnership means appealing to new emerging markets where, when, and how they shop. So for our next step of this webinar, I'd like to set up appointments with y'all so that I could walk you through the day in a life of what a retail partnership would look like. So that would include screen shares of the simple registration process and how the processes work. What a shared inventory looks like. What a local bridal selling event looks like. Step by step, how we sell for you and examples of the selling channels. Examples of product roundups and content campaigns that drive to sales. And examples of localized joint social media and marketing campaigns. So we could set these appointments up offline, after this webinar, and I'll also contact you to follow up to see what works for you. Well, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this webinar and you've learned more information about how to move forward successfully. We hope you'll join us for the next steps walkthrough, and we'll take any questions you have now. So I look forward to talking with you soon. Please stay safe and well.